Doing better. Doing better. Talked to him about practice. They gonna call him when we got the film, so I'm sure he's watching it at home.
Have you figured out how things are going, what y'all are going to do on Friday if he's not here?
Well, we have a system in place, and we'll just do what we normally do based on the system that he has put in place. But hopefully he's here Friday.
Coach, how have you seen Jabari just impact the team culture defensively just from his length and from the work ethic he puts in?
Jabari's doing really, really well. He has to continue to play one exhibition game, so let's tap our brakes a little bit. But he's had one exhibition game. He's done very, very well, and he's got to keep building on that. I thought today, Tyrese mentally wasn't here today as strong as he was in, but overall practice was good and Jabari's good.
Coach, can you talk about the growth that you have seen out of Jalen Green ever since he got here, especially going into his second season?
Jalen, I keep telling him he has no idea what he's in store for being the second year coming in the league. People have now got a chance. He's going to be a big focal point for us, scoring, so people are going to guard him differently. He's definitely the second or third guy that's going to be talked about on scouting reports with us. So it's going to be a little bit different for him. And so he's getting the build. He didn't do a lot this summer because we were rehabbing and doing some stuff, but he's now beginning to get in the flow. He had a very good practice today.
Any health issues from since yesterday you think of note, or all good within the team?
We'll see. We'll see, but we're pretty healthy.
Okay.
Where's Jalen in terms of knowing where his spots are, where to find his shots, where the right places to attack different defenses?
Our biggest concern is that we have a lot of guys who can score. Is whether they're going to share the basketball. If they're going to share the basketball, we'll have great continuity, great shots, and we don't worry about who's getting what shots. We'll be very good. But Jalen is a primary scorer for us, so he's going to get shots. Scoot's a primary scorer for us, and so is Eric Gordon. And then obviously finding Jabari and Garrison as our shooters is a priority for us. And Bruno and Alfie as rollers, and into what we do kind of sets our roles for us, and then we'll play for that. But Jalen knows where his shots are coming, just has to continue to work.
But Alfie had several, you weren't posting him up, but he had a lot of catching the elbow and then backing it in. We bring Gene Peterson back to that.
The greatest thing about basketball that people don't want to accept is that it's random. And the best way to guard somebody, the best way to have a great offense is random offense. Although we're telling Alfie we're not putting you there, he ends up there. And like I always tell him, and as coach says, the ball finds energy. So he ends up finding the ball because he's running and doing the things he's supposed to do.
You're talking about it's just one preseason game, and you're talking about sharing the basketball. Did they do that in that first game, sharing it the way they need to?
32 assists, 16 a half, that's sharing the basketball. Today, not so good. But I had to use some four words in the English vocabulary, and they got back to moving the ball. So it was good.
Is that what we saw that second day in Lake Charles, maybe the third day, where used coach's words was frustration? Maybe the ball wasn't moving the way you needed to.
Well, the idea is that everybody's going to have a star. It's a strange comment. Be a star in your role. First of all, you got to like your role to be a star in it. So we got to get people to accept the roles that they're going to be put in and play out of that. And today we did a much better job in finding minutes and playing guys. And this is a very competitive camp for minutes. If you look over there at the 3 and the 4, it's a lot of good players that we have. And the guard position, we've got some good players there. I think Ty and Hutchins will have a chance to be good down the road.
You just finished talking about how this is going to be like the first year Jalen is going to be the focal point for opposing teams. As someone who's been around other players, how do you help that so they won't get overwhelmed going into their second season?
He'll be fine. Jalen just soaks up knowledge, and he knows where his spots are, and we have set up things to help him be successful. So now he's got to go do it and not take it for granted. This is the one league that will humble you quickly if you don't work.
Jalen and Scoot struggled shooting the ball a little bit in the opener, but they both still finished with the 2 highest plus minuses for the team. What does that say about their ability to impact the game in other ways besides just putting the ball in the bucket?
I thought that was one of Scoot's better games, and he didn't shoot the ball well. He had a a right-handed pass over there from in front of the bench over to Jabari I hadn't seen since I played. No, just teasing. He had a good pass that he made over there that was there. Jalen's speed and quickness. And if we can get stops and get into the open floor, I don't think people have seen our athleticism yet. I mean, we're an athletic team, and that we can really, really run, and especially when Bruno was in there some. And, Favors has done well since he's been here in 2 days.
Thanks,